A warm welcome to all professionals, inspired by the passion to be social change leaders and interested in enhancing their monitoring and evaluation (M&E) skills. We gather here, united by a common objective, to create sustainable projects that improve the welfare of the vulnerable and make our world a better place. This platform is designed to equip you with the necessary tools to become effective advocates for social change in your respective regions. Today, we delve into an essential component of M&E, the SMART indicators. These indicators are pivotal in tracking the progress and impact of our projects, ensuring they are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Our mission is to provide you with quality, accessible content that will empower you to make a significant difference in your communities. So, let's embark on this journey together. Stay tuned as we delve into the step-by-step process of selecting SMART indicators in M&E. Before we dive into the step-by-step process, it's crucial to understand what SMART indicators are. So let's kick things off by defining SMART indicators in the context of monitoring and evaluation, or M&E for short. SMART indicators are a cornerstone of effective M&E, serving as a compass to guide our social change initiatives. They're the benchmarks that help us gauge whether our efforts are making a real difference. Now, let's break down the acronym. First up, we have specific. This means our indicators should be clear-cut and well-defined. We need to know exactly what we're measuring and why. Vague or ambiguous indicators aren't going to cut it. They need to be laser-focused. Next, we have measurable. Our indicators need to be quantifiable. Whether it's a percentage, a number, a rate, or a ratio, we need to be able to put a figure on our progress. If you can't measure it, you can't manage it, as the saying goes. Then, there's achievable. Our indicators must be realistic. While we should always aim high, we also need to ensure our goals are within reach. Pie-in-the-sky indicators can lead to disappointment and disillusionment. The R stands for relevant. Our indicators should be directly related to the goals of our social change initiatives. If an indicator doesn't inform us about our progress towards our objectives, then it's simply not relevant. Finally, we have time-bound. Our indicators should have a clear time frame. Whether it's a month, a quarter, a year, or a decade, we need to know when we expect to achieve our goals. Without a deadline, it's all too easy to let things slide. Now that we have a clear understanding of SMART indicators, let's explore how to select them. Selecting the right SMART indicators can be challenging, but with these steps, the process becomes more manageable. First things first, it's crucial to clearly identify your project objectives. What are you aiming to achieve? Is it improved education outcomes in a local community? Or perhaps increased access to clean water in a developing region? Once you have a firm grasp of your goals, selecting relevant SMART indicators becomes a much more streamlined process. Now let's delve into the second step, determining the relevant indicators. These are the tangible signs that your project is making progress towards its objectives. For instance, if your project aims to improve education outcomes, a relevant indicator might be the percentage of students passing their exams. But remember, these indicators should be SMART, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Moving on to the third step, we need to ensure that our indicators are measurable. This means that they should provide a way to track progress quantitatively. So if we go back to our education example, instead of just saying students are doing better in exams, a measurable indicator would be a 10% increase in the number of students passing their exams. The fourth step involves asking ourselves whether our indicators are achievable. Are the targets we're setting realistic given the resources at our disposal? If the answer is no, then we may need to reassess our indicators. It's important to set ambitious goals, but they also need to be attainable. Next, we need to check if our indicators are relevant. Do they align with our project objectives? Do they provide insights that can help us improve our project? If an indicator doesn't contribute to our understanding of the project's progress, it might not be relevant. And finally, the last step, setting a clear time frame. SMART indicators need to be time-bound. This means setting a deadline by which you aim to achieve your indicators. This could be anything from a few months to a few years depending on the scope of your project. So, to recap, selecting SMART indicators involves 6 key steps. Identifying your project objectives, determining relevant indicators, ensuring they are measurable, checking that they are achievable, verifying their relevance, and setting a clear time frame. By following these steps, you can confidently select SMART indicators that will enhance your M&E processes. With these steps, selecting SMART indicators for your M&E processes should now be less daunting. Let's take a moment to recap. We've journeyed through the meaning of smart indicators, their importance in monitoring and evaluation, and the step-by-step process of selecting them. Remember, these indicators are crucial in measuring progress, ensuring accountability, and ultimately, achieving sustainable change. But this learning doesn't stop here. The world of M&E, much like the world we're striving to change, is dynamic and evolving. It's crucial to stay updated, to keep refining our skills and expanding our knowledge. So let's keep the conversation going. Subscribe, like, and share our channel for more insightful content. We're building a community of changemakers here, and your voice is vital. Your comments and recommendations are not just welcome, they're essential. Remember, the journey to creating impactful social change is a continuous learning process. Thank you, and keep in touch for our next enlightening session.